Hello, welcome to Tantra with Courtney. Today we're going to talk a little bit about porn. It's a very popular subject. I get questions on it. Can I masturbate? Should I masturbate to porn? Is it bad for me? Should I use porn with my semen retention practice, which is a no? And also, how do I heal from porn addiction if that's something that you feel you are dealing with? I have my own colorful history with watching porn. I've been in the dark corners. I've depended on it for orgasm and arousal. And that's why when I talk about it, it's from experience. When I teach it, it's from experience. And it's definitely a habit that you can reverse. All it is habits, and habits are things that we can change, right? Just take some consistency and some support, some structure. You can change any habit. So don't trip. It's like any other indulgence, like food, sex, drugs. It gives us that feeling of reward. We want to chase that. We want that reward. And it gets higher and higher, chasing the dragon. And with porn, we have this endless chase we can go on. They have a supply for every demand. And it's free. So yes, of course, there's going to be a lot of men and women that are dealing with this impulse of watching porn, masturbating to porn, or just needing it to be aroused because they keep using it to be aroused. So porn's not bad, right? It's just like any other substance. It's how we use it. If we are empowered, if we are a slave to this substance, then it's something that's not healthy for us, and we should change that for our health. And what we get from all these indulgences is the feelings. We get the good feelings, the euphoria, the happiness, that sense of reward. And a lot of times it's coping, right? We use these substances to get out of our heads or get our heads into a different place, away from all the bad shit. We use it as a means of entertainment, right? We're bored, needing structure, needing some purpose. There's a bunch of different setups that can lead you to watching a lot of porn and just jacking off all the time. And for men, it's especially important because if you are masturbating a lot and ejaculating, you are constantly wasting your life force. And so you may have experienced some dullness, just feeling drained, tired, mentally not as sharp. Those are things that happen with frequent ejaculation. Your body can't make enough to keep up with how fast you're using it, and it gets tired. It's like, where am I gonna get all these building materials from? Oh shit, let me take it from the nervous system. There you are, sluggish. Don't let that happen to you, okay? If you are aware that, yeah, it's out of control, I don't feel like I'm the captain of this ship. And also, dysfunction happens. When you have an outside stimulus like porn, it's just a visual stimulus. It takes you outside of yourself, and you lose that ability to connect with your sexual energy, to self-cultivate it, and to have that presence when you're with a partner. And so you'll notice a difference between being with your partner and just being by yourself with the visual stimulus. If you are getting more satisfaction, more arousal with this visual stimulus than you're getting with your partner, then you definitely want to do something about that. And so about that question, can I use porn with my semen retention practice? And I say no in the beginning, right? Because we are making new habits and we're really focusing on developing self-connection, being able to cultivate that arousal, being able to harness that chi on demand, not being dependent on a visual outside stimulus that you're not going to have with you everywhere you go, right? Especially with a partner. You don't want to have to depend on that. So first we focus on building that self-cultivation, being able to connect with your sexual energy, your fire element, working with the chakras, subtle energy. So this is a different level of your sexuality, of your being that you're tapping into with this. So we don't want an outside stimulus like porn that's not going to really nurture this energetic spiritual experience. When you're in control of your body, of your energy, you can watch porn at will when you want. It's like when we want to lose weight, right? When we have our fitness goals, we make sure that we stop our bad habits like sugar, stop drinking soda, we stop ingesting those. But once in a while, when we've reached our goals, we had a good maintenance, we have an indulgence like soda, some ice cream. If you're like me, you do it all the time, but fasting works for me. So that's why I say do not involve porn in your semen retention practice in the beginning until you develop that strong foundation. You feel sexually mature, feel confident, and you feel like you can enjoy indulgences without losing your mind. And also be aware that porn has lots of examples of sex. I would say mostly bad examples in my opinion, but that's my opinion. I like when humans have sex, and sometimes it just lacks humanity. It's easier to pick up on that when you start to practice conscious sex awareness. You start to cultivate compassion with yourself and your own sexual relationship. Then you can't really consume the same things that you consumed before the same way. It doesn't have the same feeling, the same effect. So you'll notice that if you haven't yet. Remember to be aware of your habits. Everything we do is repetition. Learn behaviors. Be aware if they are healthy for you or if they're dragging you down, keeping you from growing, experiencing more pleasure, more life. If so, then you have to take the initiative to do something about it. And when you're ready to do that, you can go and find me. And even for couples, if there's a lack of intimacy in your relationship and you feel like porn is a reason for that, there's definitely healing practices that you guys can do together. Make it a team effort, a lot more motivating, a lot more connecting also, because this is a way to build trust and bonding is by doing these kinds of things together. So hit me up for that. I have a program for couples to work on semen retention and cultivating, harnessing chi together. And I'm really happy with the results that I've seen so far with that. Look that up, look me up. So that's all I have for you today. You can find me on absolutetantra.com. I do online coaching, webinars, events, retreats, all that. I'm the traveling tantrika, so you can find me in a lot of different places. You can also follow me on Instagram at Tantra with Courtney, and I think that's it. I have some webinars coming up. You can see that on my website. Subscribe, you'll get the notification for those. You guys can see the links to that stuff in the, what do you call that spot? Captions. All this terminology is like hashtags. It's a pound sign. Also, remember, you are not addicted to porn. It is a habit that you can change. All you need is some consistency, some instructions. What do I do? How often? Support. Poof. Change. 30 days. Got some new habits. I've helped people heal from porn addiction or the need to consume porn for arousal in less than 3 weeks. It's really about knowing what to do. And there's tools out there. No pills are needed. No surgery. Please don't cut on yourself. And people like me that will talk to you about things that are sensitive. So I'm here for that. See you guys on the interwebs, talking about that stuff on social media. Watch me on Yoni Chat, my live videos. This one was a follow-up to the one on porn. So in case you missed it, here's this video. I will talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful day. Leave with love. And definitely do something with pleasure that does not involve porn this time. Just try it. Just try it. So until then, I'm fucking thirsty, man. Are we doing it? We're doing it. Yes, we're doing it. That is enough for today. I'm sick of talking. I already said all that. This is shorter than I thought. Okay. I used to be on cheer. I was on cheer.